My name is Kelly Robtoy and I live in St. Albans, Vermont in the United States. I am a member and president of UE Local 208. We represent workers who process information for immigration paperwork. Thank you to the FIOM for reaching out to us about what the COVID-19 situation looks like here in the US. We have been following the distressing news out of Italy and look forward to hearing more about that from you. As you are probably aware, the United States now leads the world in the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases. Due to the inept national leadership in our country, the situation is only likely to grow worse in the incoming months as we face continued shortfalls in medical and protective equipment we need. UE members have come face to face with the lack of appropriate equipment, such as those in Charlotte, North Carolina, who work in the sanitation department. They are only being provided one pair of latex gloves a day and are not being provided masks. Our members are speaking up about their fear this will lead to unnecessary spread of the virus. In my own workplace, where we have been labeled essential workers, trucks delivering cleaning supplies for our offices have not been able to get to us, so we are having to make do with less than ideal products. What makes the pandemic worse here is our lack of universal health care. In the United States, most workers receive health insurance through their employers, but even before the pandemic began, almost 28 million Americans did not have health insurance. It remains unclear how millions of Americans will pay for treatment related to this illness, and so far none of the legislation that our Congress has passed has addressed this. The situation will grow worse as millions of Americans lose the health insurance that was provided through their jobs since they have been laid off. This calculation is one that I see among my own coworkers. We have negotiated with our employer for workers to be able to stay home on furlough and receive unemployment benefits. However, this does not cover their health insurance. Many members have been reluctant to choose staying at home because they are afraid to lose their health insurance. Working people here are very concerned about how they're going to make ends meet. While our federal government passed some additional unemployment insurance money and a one-time stimulus checks, workers are worried about how to get this money. For example, in my own workplace, some members are afraid to take the furlough option because the unemployment office is so flooded with applications. They don't know when they would actually receive their unemployment check. This is a big problem for many who live paycheck to paycheck. Another problem we face in the US is a lack of trusted, shared sources of information. Among members I work with, some of them have expressed skepticism about whether or not the government benefits that were passed are real. One thing I've been doing, along with other leaders and stewards in my local, is helping our members navigate this situation. Workers trust each other, and this is an important moment for union leaders to be the best resources for our members. Even though we are facing a lot of sadness and anxiety right now, I have also been really impressed by our community. We have some retired members who are sewing masks to give to those of us who still need to go to work. That is a really heartwarming gesture. It is also exciting to observe that many American workers are waking up to the poor treatment that they are receiving from their bosses. We have seen walkouts in both union and non-union workplaces. Many non-union workers are reaching out to UE and other unions to fight for better workplace protections. We are providing public materials and staff assistance to help guide those workers, and we are encouraging other unions to do likewise. As I mentioned, I live in Vermont, where Bernie Sanders is our senator. He was instrumental in helping us get concessions from our employer to put in place social distancing, cleaning, and other measures to help us get through the pandemic with our health. He has always been a champion of working people, and we know that won't change even though he is no longer running for president. Thank you again to the FIOM for reaching out to UE. We are so glad to have you as allies in fighting to make the world a better place for working people. The global reach of this pandemic shows the absolute necessity of international solidarity and cooperation.